Well, Tim, I hope you're having a fine evening. I'd like to thank you for getting the ball rolling. I know how hard it is to wing it under pressure. I gave a lovely speech, best man speech at my father's wedding that I was not drunk at all enough to just wing off the top of my head. I probably should have written something down, but it's very hard to, I don't know, write something like that and still have it sound heartfelt when you deliver it. So I think I had it right in theory, though not as much in practice. I felt a little awkward about it. Um, I don't know about the choice of rice for dinner, frankly. I know there was a shortage, artificial shortage, mind you, of rice earlier in the year, and it's unfortunate for people like you who buy rice. People like me who don't, because it's bland and tasteless, are somewhat unaffected. So, tough luck. I myself am eating a delicious piece of pizza, which is either cheesy or moldy, as the situation may change. It's been sitting in my fridge for 2 days. I'm only eating it because it's still there, and it's more work to throw it away than to eat it. Honestly, I ate a Subway sub, half of it, 6 inches. I believe they actually go by 5 inches. That was sitting in the fridge at work since last Tuesday. I ate that yesterday. I was a little worried about the mayonnaise. It kind of started to congeal into more of a sheet than a sauce. But everything went fine. I went down. I got a little lightheaded briefly shortly after that. I don't know if that's some sort of malaria, allergy, poisoning. It actually went okay. I wasn't too worried about it. Except that I was sitting in a Verizon office trying to get my phone replaced, which is apparently a huge hassle. Well, if you don't pay your bill. Not my bill, the company's bill, which they didn't pay. Which is... we won't even get into that. I also have trouble with socks. The back heel, as opposed to the front heel, my socks wears very quickly, and if I don't notice that it's worn through, the material disintegrates, and then I attempt to wear them. And the same action that causes them to wear through is very painful. Walking, standing, moving in general. It's really just an uncomfortable situation for everyone involved. I get very ornery. I did not see the debates. I don't care about the debates. I'm not going to watch the debates. I'm very tempted to write in George W. Bush just to spite people. I think the last 2 elections were really the heyday of American political involvement. But I guess when people think they're trying to stop, Adolf Hitler Antichrist, they get a little more involved. All of this change, this positiveness, I don't really feel it. It's not really my thing. Plus, I'm leaving in February anyway, so I don't really care who wins. If I had beforehand. I also like to vote third party just to spite the two-party system that's become entrenched. Honestly, I think if we had the Whigs and the Bull Moose back, we'd be a little better off. What are you going to do? I think it's unfortunate that you still work at Target. It's honestly the most soul-sucking waste of your life ever. I actually did consider picking up a part-time position there, maybe weekends. Mostly because I have a lot of free time and because it would allow me to socialize with these brain-dead 16 to 22-year-old women who I tend to deal very well with. It'd be something to do, meet some new people, kind of like going to a singles bar, but I get paid for it. You know, it's like Ultimate Frisbee, but with less running. Though I've also thought about joining an Ultimate Frisbee team. I currently have a problem with my calf from the uncomfortable wedding shoes from the wedding I was at last weekend. No one's problem but my own. My mail, interestingly enough, has not been getting delivered. I had a similar problem with the mail for my employer. I will now be going to a second post office in the greater Denver area to complain that my mail is not being delivered. I am currently out the AC/DC adapter for my speaker system, which was a $100 retail value, and some Nintendo DS ROM card system from China, which was not delivered, nor was it returned in either case. And so, yeah, I'm out like 120 bucks. And what does the post office say? Well, we didn't think you were there. That's why they didn't deliver it. Didn't think I was in the building. Didn't check. Didn't keep the mail. You know, in case I was there. Just like, oh, he's not there. I don't even know. Threw it away, stuffed it somewhere. So I'm trying to nip this in the bud this time. My Netflix have not been getting delivered. However, I am receiving mail for other people and credit card. You know, credit card offers, mortgage offers, things that I'm not particularly interested in, nor am I their friend. You know, a resident. I guess I am a resident. I'm not too happy about that either. I'm currently living in the Centennial State, which is Colorado. We're starting to get snow on the mountains. I'm a little worried. This is my first Colorado winter, so we'll see how it goes. Battlestar Galactica, I hear awesome things about it. Honestly, we downloaded a couple episodes, Eric and we tried to watch it, and it just strikes me too much as Pensacola Wings of Gold in space, which, if you may remember, starred Josh Brolin. Yeah, Josh Brolin? I thought I had his name right. Anyway, who I also did not like in Traffic, or anything else I've ever seen him in. I think he's just a dickhead. I don't really like him, unless that was him in Seinfeld, which I would have to look up. I can't watch it. I thought Firefly was a better series. I know it's just a western in space, but I think it does more with what it has than just being a never-ending shitfest. I probably can't say that. I'm going to have to bleep myself out. I also preferred Babylon 5 for that matter, which had its ups and downs, but there's a cool techno remix that I might work on one day involving it. Other side notes, I've spent the last 3 weekends in airports, 5 different airports, and I don't like flying anymore. Honestly, you can only stare at the back of a seat for so long before your mind just starts to melt away. And, you know, I used to enjoy it. I still enjoy takeoffs and landings, but how much time can you sit in one place, honestly? You know, especially when it's 5 in the morning and you're in Chicago O'Hare, which is my least favorite airport, and you're sobering up from the wedding you went to the previous day after sleeping 2 hours in a parking garage. I don't know. Not the best time for me. A closing note, I have nailed the cord for my camera, so we're going to shoot the rest of it this way. Closing note, I have an undying crush on the Michael Phelps girl from the AT&T commercial. There's something about her that I find strangely attractive. So, I don't know what you want to do with that. That's all I can say about it, honestly.